How are you?
I feel racist saying this. Black magic. Not that you can't wait to compete, it's that you can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
You just want it to end, so like honestly.
It's just my
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
The ugly truth of being shredded. So Josh is coaching me. He's been coaching me for the past 10 weeks now? I think 11 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So 11 weeks. And today we're going to be talking about living under 10%, being shredded. There's a lot of things that people are brushing under the carpet in terms of how you feel mentally, physically, emotionally, and even just cost of having to be this lean. It's not cheap as well. So all those aspects we're going to talk about today. Yeah, but you're going to have a pre-workout meal.
I am. A little bit of a pre-workout meal. Get some carbs in.
Yeah, guys, Josh's channel will be first linked in the description. It's super informative. If you enjoy my content, you'll love his, and we'll kick it off. And also, if you're new, subscribe to mine. We have Zane on the cameras today. So I think I'm hungry, bro. I can get myself a coffee here, pre-workout, then train.
Let's do it.
Brandon will be joining us today as well, so that should be dope. Dude, training footage will be mad.
The big chunga.
Yeah, man.
I think a big point to take from like a big deficit like this is definitely the food aspect of things and the focus that you can get around food. I think inevitably it's going to happen because you're restricting yourself. You restrict yourself from anything. It's like when your parents stop you from doing something when you're younger. You want them to do that more than anything. You know, you restrict yourself. You reduce your calories. You put yourself in a caloric deficit. You think about food. You want to do food, and it's very, very bearable for a lot of it. But when it does get to those end points, you know, when you do touch down to 6% and every fiber in your body is telling you to eat, you fixate on food, and I think it's very, very hard to get away from. But it's something that needs to be talked about. Is the relationship with food that people have in this industry, because everything's about image, everything's about food. Not necessarily we're not necessarily here to say that we don't get that. We do fixate on food, but it's about managing that relationship the best you can. I think.
And the relationship with food, as he mentioned, is super important. You get to a level that after dieting for a long time, the duration and the amount of calories you're taking, you're going to get hungry. You're going to feel hungry, and that's not just because of the volume that you're eating. It doesn't matter. You could throw all the salads that you want, but the hormones that are being induced in your body is just telling you you're hungry because your body's just been in starvation mode. So you might have this meal or more, or have all the 10 pizzas that you do, like people do on a cheat day, and an hour later still feel hungry, and that is just because it's your hormones. So that's something you need to take into consideration and just accept. Is hunger. And then especially when you come off the diet, is trying to stay disciplined with that hormone receptors, with those hormone receptors and how you feel,
because you won't be able to, it'll feel like you physically cannot get full no matter what you eat, no matter what you drink. The feeling, the satisfaction of being full will never be there. It might be there for 5 seconds, but guess what? You know, 10 minutes later, you can still have a big belly there and feel bloated and look bloated, but you're still hungry.
So just accept that
for sure.
For dieting. So some things that people don't talk about. So we just got to Emporium. Myself and Josh already. We're just waiting on Brandon. He's stuck in traffic. What are we training today, bro? Like push?
Push today. Push.
So Brandon has arrived. Cool. What's going on? Finally made it. Traffic.
Already?
I feel racist saying this. Black magic. Are you sure it's fine? Can I say that? Okay, sweet. Black magic. We're gonna try it. Gift from Josh. Let's fucking do it.
I'm feeling the tingle slightly, bro. Like in my fingers.
I can just feel my cheeks just like smiling a little bit more.
Oh, he's got beta in it.
No, it's a really good pre-workout. It's really good.
Beta. Only 3,200 milligrams.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Great.
Only.
We're dying and we're pushing.
As far as prep right now, obviously you've been like so close to the competition. How are you feeling like in yourself? Like what's changed from when you began prep till now?
So every day passes, you're training, cardio, it gets repetitive over the time. But you get to such a stage where everything is limited, your food, it's difficult to train. At the end of the day, I'm always asking like, okay, can I do that again tomorrow? And in your mind, right after finishing all that amount of cardio, eating that food the way you feel, it's so crappy. And you wake up the next day and you wake up with purpose, pressure. But the pressure's pushing me through, so it's a lot better. But how did you feel through that time?
Honestly, like I loved prep in terms of like the pain and suffering that I felt every single day. I just knew that like when it came to like preparing myself for the next prep, because obviously like the show that I was prepping for, it's not the final prep. So I knew that the more pain I could go through this prep, it would set me up for the point to pass for next prep. So I almost enjoyed the pain, although it was hard. Although when you get out of bed in the morning, you don't even want to put your socks on because you're just so out of breath. Walking downstairs, you don't want to take your pre-workout, you don't want to walk to the gym, you don't want to do your cardio, you don't even want to exist. It's not that you can't wait to compete, it's that you can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
You just want it to end. So like honestly, prep for me, although it struggled, it has just set me up in terms of my mindset of what to destroy next time.
And do you think that whole experience has changed you today now that you've gone through it all?
It translates, man. It translates. Like, if you can go through so much physically and mentally to take your body to a place that it wasn't physically designed to get to, if you apply that same mentality, you are forcing yourself to do something that you are inhumane. You shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
Your body shouldn't look like that. If you can apply that same mentality to anything else in life, entrepreneurially, or I don't know, man. If you
Just
can,
life in general.
If you can apply that same mentality to anything else in life, there is no way in hell that it won't be successful, because you're going against people in this world. This world is a competition and you're against people. The standard is what is set by your competition.
Yeah.
And if your standard is so much higher than what everyone else is because you've gone through something, everyone else isn't even competition anymore.
100%.
Because you are the competition. Everyone else isn't even in your league because they haven't competed. They have a business idea, but they haven't prepped. So they haven't gone through something that's going to motivate them through that idea.
Yeah.
So you're already 10 steps ahead than everyone else.
Hell yeah. And that's exactly how I feel right now.
Yeah.
I've changed.
What you're going through right now, use this as a tool for everything else and for the next one. Because compared to what you will go through, you're struggling now, but it's easy to what you'll go through in the future. So use it, man. Use it to your advantage.
There's a lot of things to consider when you get to this kind of condition. Things like water in your joints reduces, so the suppleness between your joints hurts, so your joints can hurt a little bit more. Ligament damage, more predisposition to injury. You've got to consider you've got way less leverage on your body, and we know that more leverage is going to lead to more hypertrophy, more weight. If you're taking that leverage away, but trying to stay at that high threshold where you are, you know, inevitably your predisposition to getting injured goes up. You know, so we have to consider these things when you're going through training. this is where we'd implement techniques like pulling down volume, but you're gonna feel rubbish and you're gonna feel tired and it's gonna hurt and it's gonna burn. But that's where you keep moving, one step, one step, one step.
I'll see you in 4 weeks.
Yeah, man. Stay strong, keep texting me.
Alright, 100%.
See you soon, guys.
Are you hungry? I'm always hungry. Of course I'm hungry. I'm bulking. What are you doing now?
Yeah, we'll get something to eat.
Yeah.
So I haven't eaten as well. I fasted. I just had my black coffee. I'll see what they have and if it's anything that I can track. If not, then I'm not going to and I'll wait till I get home. Brandon will have a proper meal, but yeah.
Why don't you get Nando's?
Yeah, we can do Nando's.
Why don't you get chicken breast?
100%. So we're in Pepe's. I just ordered grilled chicken strips and 7-Up Zero. You should look for ways that can almost be able to live. I haven't seen Brandon in a long time. I haven't eaten today, so finding a good balance will help. 12.
12. Okay, so
Yeah, but I haven't eaten anything at all, so it'll be fine.
I was going to say if you got 5, you need 10.
Yeah.
You got 12, that's 6.
So 12 strips. Have the water here. I'll track it on my phone. It should be all good, but try and be able to balance and live. Always find a healthy option wherever you are.
It's just my
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
So I know it might sound like a lot of things have been negative through this cut, but over the last 90 days, I have changed so much as a person. Not only physically, mentally as well. I've grown to appreciate every single person, including you guys. I've responded to every single DM and listened to every single story through this prep, which is I wasn't able to do before. And I felt that I've grown, one, a sense of family, and also just a sense of appreciation for all the little things, because over time you feel a lot of things get taken away from you. And I've changed so much as a person over the 90 days, and it's amazing what that prep can do. But to stick to the theme of the video, the things that you do feel over it is, one, when you decide to diet, understand that that's a luxury. I am from Africa. I fully understand it's a luxury to be able to diet. So when you do that, don't be a dickhead. Second thing is that be conscious of your personality when you're on a diet. Your body's craving for food. You're on this constant motion or a constant sense of stress. So it is very easily to be irritated and annoyed and hangry. So be conscious of your personality. Be conscious of how you treat people. Number 3, take care of your body. It's in a very highly sensitized state. So it's important you take care of your body during that sensitive moment. And 4, going through a diet isn't about the journey. It isn't about the trophy. It's about the journey. So appreciate it, learn from it, grow from it. And I wanted to leave the video there. Big thank you to Josh, who's currently going through the same thing I am, coaching me as well. Big thank you to Brandon, who's also gone through the experience this year, and what an amazing transformation. I've known him for 3 years, I've known Josh for 3 years, and they've just all changed so much. So it's amazing. It's an amazing experience. It's life-changing. I just wanted to thank you guys. If you did enjoy the video, thank you, Zane. Zane's probably killed the edit, so smash the video the thumbs up if you want more videos like this. I love making them. Zane loves making these type of videos too. If you're new, welcome to the family. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Show day in 4 weeks.